Na 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 na. Oh fuck. Hold on. I have the stream playing in the background by accident. Echo. Oh no, I got jump scared by my own voice. Okay. Anyway, we're here. It's Fire Emblem. Ba na 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 na. Okay. Draco Knights of Thracia. Have I done this story section yet? I actually don't remember. Oh yeah, I did this one. I did this one already. Right, because Seliph just like decided to send Seliph just decided that it was a good idea to send a bunch of people who can't fight up north on their own to be like the sole defensive force. Cause tactical genius Seliph. Bum 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 bottom. What does this button do? Okay, I'm just exploring Streamlabs. There was a button that said pump up your stream, but it doesn't actually do anything, so it doesn't matter. So, we're going to start out by doing arena stuff. I will be using save states for the arena, just because arena's annoying without them. Let's start with Tinny. Yeah, I think we start with Tinny. See how she does, because she's a fun one. She's a fun one to arena with. We can just do this. Bada boom. Oh, okay. Hello, I can watch because I advanced pretty far those few days. Oh, Pog. Yeah, you're actually farther than me, right? Well, I mean, you're farther than this run, I guess would be the more accurate way to say it. It's okay. She can do it. She can do this. She can get the crit. She just needs to dodge and then hit. Not dodge a 65 and hit a 66. Boom. Finished Chapter 8 and did the arena for Chapter 9. The arena is the part of Fire Emblem 4 that I'm, like, most, not a fan of. To be charitable. It feels like I know that, in all Fire Emblem games, like, preps take a long time. However, it just feels like an extreme amount of extra long time. Oh yeah, Akira did some critical brave sword, right? Which is sort of like, it's one of the most powerful tools you have access to. Ooh, the double dodge. Crit. No, okay, I don't think she's... I don't know that this is gonna work for her. Imagine paying for that arena fight and then everyone just constantly misses. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is gonna work for Tinny. Sag. She made it pretty far though, and she actually wants to be at 1 HP because of Wrath. I guess she could technically get Adept Wrath, but just not something worth gambling for. Won't she double with a Wind Tome and be first? Will she? She might. That guy is a Silver Sword. Those are pretty heavy. Oops, I accidentally equipped Forseti. A little bit overkill. We've got the critical Elwind instead. Let's see if we can... Let's see if we do go first with Wind. Doesn't look like it. She's getting doubled with L Thunder, so I don't think she goes... I don't think Wind makes that much... Like, I know the weight is huge, but I don't think it makes that much of a difference with, like, a Sword Master. Alright, so... who else should Arena? I mean, Ares. Honestly, he needs the money. What lances are these? Whatever this is, it has 1 kill. We can repair the critical javelin. I think that's just the Iron Lance he starts with, right? Like, it's not a very good one. We'll just do this. Crit Jav, my beloved. I feel like even in a vanilla play... Ooh. This might be a problem. Oh, and he gets doubled? No. Javelins are so heavy. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, this isn't working. This is not working. We can buy Paragon, though. Right? That's something. I think Ares wants Paragon, right? Yeah, we buy Paragon for him. But yeah, the thing I hate about the arena is it's like even more Slim Lance. I think I'd prefer getting Paragon on him than Slim Lance. And he unfortunately can't sell the Mistletoe, and the broken one is not going to be enough for him to purchase it. I also want to once again emphasize, please no backseat gaming. If you are interested in doing a No Swords challenge run yourself, like, it has been incredibly fun. I would encourage you to do so, but this one is mine. Okay, let's see. Let's make a save state here, because I have not been doing that, and I should be. For preps. Because I do think of the arena just as, like, an extremely long set of preps. Which is why I don't like it, because, like, I know that long preps are, like, an important part of modern Fire Emblem, but the arena is kind of an extreme with that. Also, she's been, like, just dodging like a mad lad. Oh, they have 0 hit on her. Holy shit, Fee. Like, what's going on with you? How are you so fucking pog? She's so good. Look at this absolute unit. Fee Gaming. Imagine selling your Exalted Birthright weapon for profit. Couldn't be Ares, unfortunately. He would definitely benefit from selling it. Make a save state here too. Save game position 9. Just in case, like, I need to reload to not have 1 HP on, like, my entire army. Because this section can be a little bit tricksy. Okay, so we need to load position. We do this one. I think we got 3 of them was what it was. And then we fail the next one, so we just are done here. We can repair the Brave Axe, though. It's fine. Arthur's good. You don't exist. You can't arena. Or if you could arena, I guess. Does he need the money? He kind of needs the money, actually, TBH. Is this a crit jav? I actually don't know if this is a crit jav. I think it's a regular jav. I think he has Ares' old jav, right? Oh, nope. Well, no, if he has critical, so it's hard to see. Oh, are we talking about Amid? Amid is so bad. Amid has 14 speed, wind access, but promotes from Mage Fighter and doesn't have pursuit. Yeah, he's so bad. It's so tragic how bad Amid is. We'll just speed through like this. Okay, so that's not happening. Could we do it with the Brave Lance, though? He only has 30 hit, so, like, we just need to dodge 2 30s, and then we kill Xenon. Boom. There we go. That wasn't too hard. I think... Oh, where's Finn? Oh, right. Finn left. Finn went home. Does Julia go in the arena? We can make a save state for that. I'm just doing the arena at the start of the screen as sort of like a fill-in for the starting soon segment. Just because I feel like it is a less interesting thing of content to watch than the rest of the playthrough. But I also know that some people want to know what happens with it. We'll save game position here. And it just sort of gives people something to watch while... Okay, well we can load game position. Here. It gives people something to watch while we're waiting for the, like, true start. Okay. Lester, can you brave bow it up? God's weakest soldier. God, Lester is so bad. That's a nice level up. How is Lester doing better than, like, good units? I know it's the bow arena, but he should not be doing this good. It's fucking Lester. He did get strength, yeah. Fucking... I hate this unit so much. I know exactly one person who is a Lester fanboy, and I think he's, like, the only one in the world. Okay, I think that's everyone, right? Well, aside from them. So we've run into a problem. And that is... we don't have, like, we got a bunch of people coming. And we just have Finn, and it's scary for Finn. He does have a crit jav, which is nice. But it is still scary for him. So first thing is first. We're sending Leaf home. Well, no, Midir is pretty good. I like Midir. Midir is a good unit. Lester is just, like, incredibly disappointing no matter what you do with him. It's just sort of like the Lester issue. Okay, if we have Ares, how far out can Layla go? To here, okay. So I think we dance from that corner. You go there. We will have Fee do some healing. Even I am not a Lester fanboy. If anything, I'm a fanboy of the Killer Bow. The Killer Bow is incredibly good. That's why you give it to Leaf, though. The question now becomes, who do I send up to help Finn? And I think... part of me wants to send Arthur, honestly. But part of me also thinks Arthur might be needed for Hannibal's group. Don't know. Like, I need someone up there. Maybe Lester? Like, just as like a shitter, right? I'm thinking I might send Lester up there as just like a shitter. So you can get to there. Okay. So here's what we do then. Lester goes... Oh, does... We want to make sure she actually has warp, right? Yeah, she does. Okay. So Lester goes here. I gave Leaf the silver bow for memes, and it was more than enough. Yeah, the big thing I like about the killer bow is its hit rate, TBH. Like, I guess Leaf doesn't really need the help with hit rate, and the archers prefer it, like, need it more. Like, if you want to use either Lester or, Faval or Asalio if you're really in a bad position. But, you know, I actually really like giving the killer bow too. There's a character who joins in Chapter 9, who can use bows, who I really like giving the killer bow to. Alright, so Arthur, you have the foot leg, right? Yes. You can get rid of that night ring, by the way. No one can buy it, though. Like, no one who wants it can buy it. Tinny's actually pretty darn close. Wait a minute. Okay. So here's what we do. Here is our fucking gaming. Do we have anything we need to purchase, is the question? No, it's all swords. It's big brain time. Arthur is what phones would call Horsetti. Yes. Yes, my Arthur is what phones would call Horsetti. The idea is you get Forsetti on Arthur. So, Forsetti's not even, like, in my opinion, Forsetti's not even the best thing that Lewin gives Arthur, though. It's the magic growth. Or not the magic growth, the speed growth. Magic growth is terrible. Lewin does not give a good magic growth to his kids. It's tragic. We now have our Kanto Wrath user. Do I even want to heal her? Or do I just let her, like, kill things with Wrath and Kanto to safety? I kind of don't want to heal her. I kind of want to do, like, fucking gaming. But yeah, Lewin gives abysmal magic growth for a magical dad. I'm actually doing a video, a like, mini pairings guide video. And it's kind of mind-blowing just how bad Lewin is as, like, a magical dad. Tinny Gaming. Yes, it is Tinny Gaming time. It is Tinny Gaming time. I've actually never used Tinny long-term. I've really only ever used her for, like, marriage purposes, because she's a good wife for Ced. Or Hawk. She makes a good wife for them. Equip the crit jab, and wait. These guys all have jabs. Yes, they do. Ooh, sorry about that. Is there anyone else who needs to move that I've forgotten to move? Nope, you're all sorties. I guess I can start moving Seliph just because he needs to seize the next castle. But that's also quite some time from now. Look, they're next to each other now. Sibling love. My Ced got the Forsetti and I didn't even need it. He just murdered people with the light tome. Yeah, so that's the thing, is like, I think that Lewin Ced is actually like a really bad pairing. And people say, you know, like, oh, it's only bad because you've missed the opportunity to give Forsetti to Arthur. If Arthur wasn't in the game, I still wouldn't pair Lewin with Aaron. Like, if Arthur didn't exist, if you just always got Amid and never got Forsetti, I still wouldn't do Lewin Aaron. I don't think it's a very good pairing. Good. Everything's ready. Men, we tear through the monster's defenses in one fell swoop. We'll not let Muhammad's men put us to shame. Ovo has a really cool portrait. It's kind of weird that they, like, gave Ovo a unique portrait, and then Muhammad is just Chagall again. I'm pretty puzzled that some people never use units. I literally use everyone in my first playthrough. If you try to train everyone, unless you're, like, optimizing things like a ranked run, some people do end up just begging for scraps, right? And that's what generally happens with... I mean, usually it's foot units, because they lag behind. They don't have the ability to get kills as easily, for me. It is time then. Fatla, error news. Shall we proceed? We've no room for error this time. Oh, look, it's the goofy pirates. Right. So, in my... You want to know a fun fact? In my 0% growths run, I berserked this guy, and he attacked Ishtar and died. Okay, I think we have Arthur just delete Hannibal's entire career, right? Just Brave Boat, Brave Lance. How do you... We just like Forsetti, right? Like, I think Forsetti just, like, deletes this whole army. Get you rebel scum! I just find that training everyone isn't super necessary, so I don't bother with it. Goodbye, Muhammad. We've been defeated so easily? King Bloom, I beg your forgiveness. Like, obviously, if you enjoy doing it, though, like, I mean, that's kind of the point of the ranked run, is, like, people enjoy trying to optimize all of these different factors. Do we just all start charging up here and, like, leave Arthur to handle that area on his own? I think that actually might be ideal. We can, get some experience on Ares, I think. Because the crit jav. But I think everyone else, we just kind of, allow them to do their thing. Also, do you have return? No, who has return? Oh, Nana has return, right, because she sent Leaf home. So Seliph run up. Tinny go up. Oh, we actually need Patty, we actually need Patty up as well for Faval. So we'll send her up north. Oh, right, we can't. It's clogged right now. Lester, fuck off. Nobody likes you, Lester. Modern mind in shambles right now. Chagall moment. Yeah, this is the third time I've killed Chagall. He revived himself as Muhammad. Gotta love that they reused Chagall's portrait. Like, the developers thought he wasn't as important. Which is so weird because, like, he's one of the main antagonists of Gen 1, I would say. Like, it's just bizarre to me. At least when I did my Lewin Aaron's pair, my fee was busted with the Power Ring, Adept, Critical, and Brave Lance. So, I am of the opinion that physical fee is a bad choice. It's also worth noting that if you're going for physical fee, right? Giving Lewin as the dad only gives her a 25% strength growth. So I'm not sure that, like, yeah, the skills are nice. But wouldn't you, if you're trying to make Fee a physical unit, right? Like a physical sweeper or whatever. Just give her like a physical dad who has skills. Like Alec for Nihil, or like Noish gives critical. Like, I'm not a big fan of a unit who needs to rely on proc skills to kill anyway. It's why I'm low on, like, Alchrist, lower than most people. But, like, I don't know. Fee feels closer to Tamara than Alchrist. Because Fee needs, like, a Luin Fee needs those skills in order to secure kills. I think that the best use of Fee is to just ignore her in the pairing and instead have her do flyer utility stuff. And she can do that regardless of her stats. Except Arden with Ira and Holland and Bridget. I just want a cannon pairings. That's completely valid. That is completely valid. Six-toed Corporal, my beloved. Even though it's, like, probably one of the worst pairings, but at least it's canon. Kaga did incest first. Sweet Home Judd Grobama. Now we just watch Super Arthur delete everything. Forseti probably wasn't necessary, but it is funny. And, like, he doesn't have money problems. So we can just repair it later. Like, he just sold the Night Ring. He's capped his gold. I mean, use the pairings you want. I don't want to be prescriptive, right? Like, the reason that I talk about it is because I think it is overrated and people, I guess evaluate it in a way that has some, like, sort of flawed logic, would be how I say that. But I don't mean, like, you can't do the pairing that you want to do, right? I think it's more of, like, a, when people recommend, some stuff. Oh no, fortify. Wait, did he run away from the injured party so that he could fortify without hitting them? Is he doing Three Houses tactics? Turns out those 3 Armor Knights on the left are all, Vantage Wrath Sweepers. And so he had to run away in order to fortify the one unit who needed healing. Kaga did it first! Meanwhile, Finn proving that actually I was wrong, he doesn't really need help. Oh, yeah, it's definitely, like, that's the other thing, is, like, FE4 is not a difficult game. You can beat the game with basically any combination of pairings. I mean, it's also very hard to make a pairing that's worse than the substitute, and you can beat the game with substitutes. It's probably possible to, make some pairings that are worse than the substitutes. But that might be a fun challenge, to try to come up with a pairing set where you don't get any substitutes, but you have, like, the worst quality units you can possibly get, without substitutes. So you don't even get, like, the secret events and stuff, to try to, like, sabotage as much as possible. Be interesting. Just waste all the pursuit dads. Or don't even give people pursuit dads. There's a lot of non-pursuit dads. So I think we heal you up, Buttercup. But yeah, the idea of, at least for me, like, the reason that I made the sort of mini pairing guide, it's just for one particular mother, wasn't because it's, like, you know, prescriptive, you're not going to be able to beat the game without it, but more just because, I don't know, some people want to make, like, the best possible kits they can, and I think it's a good resource for that. I'm impressed you've come this far, but this is the end for you. Are you sure about that, Ovo? Oh. Wait. Fuck. Oops. Actually might be a problem. Holland does not give pursuit to his kids because he has pursuit as a class skill. So if he has a kid who's not in a class that has pursuit inherently, then they won't get it. No, Ares! We'll physic him up. It is really nice to have physic on a mounted unit, especially since I don't have access to Leaf. Okay, let's see if you one-shot a full health. Attack of 28. No, you don't. We can do some tinny gaming. This all might be for nothing, because Finn is, like, in a little bit of danger. But I guess we'll see. I love using Rescue with Leaf. Yeah, unfortunately, Aaron can't get access to A staves no matter what pairing you do. Oh, I need to move you. Unfortunately, Aaron can't get access to A staves no matter what pairing you do. But B is still very nice. Rescue and Restore is nice. Yeah. Or not Rescue and Restore. Physic and Restore is nice. Rescue is A, unfortunately. I think Restore is B, though. Here we go. Lester, you've got a very important job. Oh, fuck. Lester, go! Team Lester, go! Give leadership stars. .exe. Panic. I have to go to the bathroom. So hopefully by me not looking at the screen, I will channel them the power to dodge. Oh, we gotta do this cutscene first. What do you want, Bloom? Ah, Favel. So you came after all. I've been waiting for you. Look, Bloom, I'm a busy man. Tell me what you want or I'm leaving. Listen carefully. I've an employment opportunity for you. An employment opportunity? Yes, Faval. I've required your services in putting down the rebel army. Pass. I might be a mercenary, but I'm certainly not about to do your dirty work. Oh, really? Then what will become of all these orphans in your care? Rumor has it your dear sister has taken to stealing money to take care of them. Are you content with such a life? I guess you're right. I don't know if I can take Patty risking her life this much longer, and we do sorely need gold. Bring me Seliph's head, Faval, and you'll have all the gold your orphans will ever need, and more. Your dear sister would approve. Deal. I know this will come back to bite me, but if it means saving these kids, you have my bow. Just this once. Alright. Now, you can watch people potentially maybe die, while I go to the bathroom. Finn, please dodge. Nana, please dodge. Lester, I don't actually care if you dodge or not. Lester, please die. Well, so far, seemingly mostly so good, question mark? No one looks like they're dead yet. Oh wait, are we just talking about turn wheel? Time pulse already exists, you can just save each chapter, big brain. Oh, okay. Even elitists want the time pulse. Turn wheel is just fast reset, so I would add it to every FE if I could. I agree with that. I know a lot of people, like, shit on turn wheel because Three Houses was the first original game after it. But yeah, like, the bullshit in Three Houses, I think now that Engage has come out, we can see that that is not because of turn wheel. Like, they used it as an excuse, right? But, like, we now have had a game with turn wheel that didn't have that horse shit. Where'd Ovo go, by the way? Oh no, he's retreating for reinforcements. That's a little bit awkward. That's gonna make things a little bit awkward, I think. Mostly fine, though, because, like, our entire army's basically up here now. Okay, Eras. Jav this guy. Oh my god, Eras. Why? You little dingus. Just because it's Koei. Yeah, just Koei Tecmo things. The ambush spawns and other horseshit were not the only design issue with Three Houses, let's just say. Wait, oops. So, I don't necessarily think, like, it's because of the turn wheel, right? Like, if Engage came out and they filled it with a bunch of, like, bullshit ambush reinforcements and other frustrating gameplay that could only really be excused by, well, just rewind, Lamau, then yes, I would think, like, okay, intelligence systems cannot be trusted with the turn wheel. In a similar way that I think, like, intelligence systems can't be trusted with Fog of War. I don't think Fog of War itself is, like, a bad mechanic, but I do think intelligence systems has demonstrated, that they can't be trusted with it. Like, they, in basically every iteration of Fog of War, choose to use it as an excuse for, haha, gotcha. Like, look, there's wyverns waiting outside of the range that you could possibly have looked at them. Haha, got you. We give you this time-sensitive objective to rescue Zephiel, where you've got to move full move every turn. But there's Fog of War, so you just run into people and don't move full move. Haha, got you. Do we know that the same team... Like, yes, it's both intelligence systems, but, like, do we know that it's the same team as Fire Emblem? Because oftentimes companies will have multiple teams working on different projects, right? So, I don't know that I trust the Fire Emblem team to appropriately make Fog of War that works. Because, like, it absolutely does work in Advance Wars. But at the very best, in Fire Emblem, it is not subtractive. It's never additive. Like, the very best examples of Fog of War maps are maps where I say, yeah, you know, I don't actually mind the Fog of War in this map. They're not maps where I think, like, the Fog of War actively improves this to the extent where it would be a lesser experience if it didn't have it. And I do think that that's the case for, a lot of other mechanics that people dislike. Like deserts, for example. Most of the desert maps I find to be obnoxious. But the good ones are ones where I think, oh, you know, honestly, the fact that this is a desert actually kind of added something to the design. Like, there's some good examples of that in FE4. I like the FE8 desert map, Scorched Sands, and I think that it would be a little bit worse if it didn't have a section that's desert, right? I'm not sure if you count it, but I like the engage one with the quicksand. Like, it's not a traditional desert map, but, yeah. If making Fog of War maps, make sure it's fair, but at the same time motivates you to move and take risks. Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, I think that, the big thing is just don't hide gotchas in the fog. Like, frequently, it just feels like there's enemies that only exist to trick you because you don't know they're there. Siege tomes on Fog of War maps are so frustrating. Why don't you want to fight Tinny? I wanted to do Tinny Gaming. Or Status Stavs, too. Yes. The only desert map that most people like is the FE8 one, mostly because the desert is used as a wall you can pass instead of... Yeah, I think that that's a key, is that make it so the entire map is not desert. Is generally, like, going to lead to a much better... Oh, okay, he's not retreating anymore. I don't know what was going on there then. Taste the howling gale, or wait, no, they're Russian. Taste the howling gale, traitor. Oh my god, is 20x the longbow one? The longbow hallways? Where every unit, including thieves, only have 2 vision range, and all of the enemies have, like, longbows and siege tomes, and they're hiding behind walls, so you can't even, like, appropriately scout. It's so fucking obnoxious. Okay, conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theory time. Chapter 20x of New Mystery was designed by someone who hates Fog of War maps in order to try to sway the opinions of any Fog of War defenders. There's no way someone designs a map that shitty and doesn't do it, and it's not on purpose. The Sakai fog maps are also big in, like, hey, here's ballistas, hey, here's siege tomes, lol. But, like, so are the, Ilia ones. Like, the Ilia map, the Ilia fog map that has, like, mountains, so there's a narrow hallway you have to go down, and ballistas that you can see where the ballista is, sure, but you can't see the siege tomes, and you can't see the ammo or the type of ballista. Like, is it a killer ballista? Is it a long ballista? I don't know. Guess you'll find out. I also don't think that, oh, just play with a guide, or, oh, just, you know, it's better on a second playthrough is a good defense. Because I know that's something that often comes up, is like, well, it's only a problem on the first playthrough. Oftentimes, people only do one playthrough of a game. Like, not everyone is pumping out playthrough after playthrough after playthrough of Fire Emblem. Some of us do, but we're in the minority. Okay, you can just Jeff. I'm giving up on Tinny Gaming, unfortunately. Oh, maybe I'm not. Where's Tinny? Wait, where'd Tinny go? Oh, she's right here. Right. Yeah, no, it really does feel like a parody. Okay. Oh, right. We gotta move Dingbat. Oh, no, we can't! Fuck! Attack 26. Effective bulk of 28. We're gaming. We're gaming. We are still gaming. We're still gaming. Okay. We will go ahead and recover. Chapter 14. Chapter 13 is my favorite Binding Blade. Yeah, Arcadia is another one. So I feel like there's been, like, a Arcadia defense movement going on lately. And, like, all I can say to that is, like, I doubt the sincerity of most of the people who are defending Arcadia as actually a really well-designed map. Ooh. Oh, no! Yeah, Ovo's gonna kill Seliph. Ovo's gonna kill Seliph. Ovo is... Wait, do you have Pursuit? No, Ovo's not gonna kill Seliph. Lamau. Ovo moment. Leaves him at 2, though. A little awkward. I think that the Arcadia defense, like, the people who are defending Arcadia are doing so to be, contrarian. I really do. I really do. I think that there's a desire to be, like, you know, to take a popular opinion and be contrarian to it. And I think I see that in stuff like, you know, oh, it turns out that, you know, actually FE6 Chapter 14 is one of the best designed maps in Fire Emblem history, or stuff like that. You summoned me, father? How might I be of assistance? Ishtar, what kept you so long? The rebels are preparing to launch another counterattack on me any moment. I need you to protect me. What's happened, father? How could a pack of simple rebels get to you, of all people? This is so very unlike you. There are so many rebels. They've already slaughtered Ishtar, and Tini is lost to us as well because of them. They have defeated Banba and her sisters. I cannot leave this task to them again. You are all I have left to depend on. Understood. I have one condition. I need the Book of Mjolnir. If I'm wielding Mjolnir, I won't need an army with me. I alone will need more than enough. What? You want me to hand it over? Fine. Very well. You can take Mjolnir, but don't you dare fail me now. You can trust me, father. By your leave. FE9 Oscar solo win. I mean, I was doing a challenge run, that Oscar was, like, a hard carry in, but unfortunately it hit a huge wall. I was doing, FE9, but all of the units are yellow units, and Oscar was a big deal there, because, you can't get Kieran if everyone's a yellow unit. It's just impossible to rescue Kieran. So I have Oscar as, like, the hard carry. No, I definitely have a hate boner for Oscar. It's mostly because, like, I do think that, putting him on the same level as Kieran, it's more of, like, a defense boner for Kieran. I feel that Oscar gets credit for some things that he doesn't necessarily deserve. I don't think that he's a bad unit, and I think that if you want to play quote-unquote optimally, he should always be on your team. But I do think that, like, putting him on the same pedestal as, like, Kieran, Marcia, and Titania as, like, a, like, pillar of Path of Radiance is just not where he belongs. So, like, I'm fully doing the Oscar backlash. I watched my mother do playthroughs. 3 throws, we had 11 strength promoted. Susceptible to be an RNG screwed like Raven. I actually don't think of Raven as being an RNG screw character because he's fine at base. I think Raven is overrated because people know that he's good in zero growths and therefore assume that he's good in vanilla. But it's like a different context. I don't think Kieran belongs in that tier, honestly. Kieran is a step below Titania and Marcia, but he is still an elite unit. Like, you can literally just slap a Master Seal on him, and he gets identical stats to Titania. And, like, yes, Titania has probably gotten 3 or 4 levels by then. But having that and you probably don't slap a Master Seal on him anyway, like you just use him, or BXP him, having inherent axes, as opposed to being stuck with lances or swords or bows. What was I needed to look at something on the... Oh, right, no. I need to heal up my Dancer. And also kill this mage. Can I kill this mage with Tinny? Yes, I can. No, I think there's a tier difference between Oscar and Kieran. You should just use them both, though. Like, their best support option is each other. So you could argue that Kieran's best support is Marsha, but I do think their best support option is each other. I think that the Oscar, double Earth with Ike is like a huge trap, because Ike shouldn't be on the front lines. Yeah, Titania does have better res because she's a woman, and Fire Emblem likes to give good resistance sets to women. That is true. That is true. Although, I'm not sure how much of a difference that makes. I haven't looked at, like, the enemy mage numbers in a while. Counterpoint, using Ike on the front lines is fun. I mean, so, like, obviously use the characters you want to use them for fun, right? Like, I enjoy training Rolf. I think that he is an incredibly fun, shitty unit to train, but I would never recommend that as, like, a good choice. Like, a good investment, right? There we go. Johan Gaming. Impossible! No, it's very possible. It's Johan moment. So we want to recruit Faval. I want to save this village, but I don't want to, like, have Johan kill himself on Arthur. So I think Arthur goes up this way. There we go. Should we do some Leicester gaming? Who needs healing also? Ares needs healing. Okay, we'll do Ares. Do that. FE love to give women more red speed and luck. True, just like my favorite woman, Marcus. I'm gonna do a Path of Radiance run where I just use the weird units I never bother using. Who would fall into that category? Like Mia? Lucia? Probably the Lagoos. Who else? Who else are, like, units? I guess Zehark also? I don't want to just, like, name all the Myrmidons, but I kind of don't use any of them. Braum. Braum is just a guy. Braum is just, he's just such a guy. Yeah, I think we get this kill with Fee. Well, no, I was saying Path of Radiance. I use Rutger, but he's not in Path of Radiance. Tormod. Oh, God, yeah. If I was doing a Path of Radiance run with, like, only units I never use, it would be, like, all the Myrmidons and all the mages, because they're, like, all so shit. Okay, y'all want to hear, so this is partially, like, even after I just shit on people for the Arcadia defense squad being kind of just to be contrarian, this is definitely, like, has some contrarian DNA, but I do legitimately believe this opinion. The strongest mage in Tellius is Micaiah. From a performance standpoint, not a character standpoint. And it's not because, like, statistically in a vacuum she's strongest. It comes from the structure of Radiant Dawn and how fucking weird that, game is. 2 range and hitting on res is actually pretty good, like, a pretty good quality to have in part 1 exclusively. And then healing is a good quality for a Dawn Brigade unit to have, which is also why I'm very high on Lara. And I'm not high on Lara in the way that, like, some people say, like, oh, Saint Lara, like, her caps or whatever. No. All of the Dawn Brigade units that I think are good, I'm perfectly fine with them dying in Part 4, other than Jill. Like, Nolan is probably a top 5, definitely a top 10 unit in that game. If he dies in Part 4, I don't fucking care. Like, he's done. He's done his job. So you can go... Okay, Patty goes here right above our Paladin friend. For recruitment purposes. I always use Maklov because he's funny. In, RD or POR? I think we stick Nana there. POR. Yeah, I mean, I still think he's pretty good in POR. Like, being on a horse is very, very good in Path of Radiance. Like, he's obviously the worst Cavalier, and it's by a pretty significant margin. And he's, like, the only Cavalier I would say doesn't automatically belong on your team. But, like, if you choose to use him, it's not like he's gonna be, like, so much worse than Oscar and Astrid. I mean, like, you've got to invest in him, which is a downside, and, like, swords is a bad weapon to start out with. But, like, he gets axes when he promotes, it's fine. Yeah, Trek is a very good comparison. Trek is a very good comparison, in that, like, if you use him, you're not... I guess the bigger downside, right, is, like, because what I think about Trek and Noah is they arrive in Chapter 7, so, like, they're actually semi-decent draft picks, because if you don't get Alan or Lance, they still arrive, like, somewhat close to early enough for it to matter. Whereas, like, Makalov shows up pretty late. Like, halfway through the game, I want to say. It's chapter 14. So, yeah. In a... How many chapters does Path of Radiance? Like, 26 chapters? Probably a little bit... not quite halfway through the game, just because, like, the earlier chapters are shorter, and also 17 is 4 chapters in once. But... yeah, hard mode drafts are rough. Alright, cutscene time. Sorry. Hang on, Faval? What do you think you're doing? Ugh, don't tell me you actually let Bloom buy out your bow arm. Patty? Wait, why are you with the rebels? To protect our people, of course. We've come this far working together, and I know we're gonna stop Bloom for good. I don't get it. Did you just go and forget everything? That it wasn't for the Empire's cruelty, none of these kids would be orphans? But no, here you are, kissing up to the very same man who ruined all our friends' lives. What the heck were you thinking, Faval? You're absolutely right. I'm so sorry, Patty. I guess I just wasn't thinking at all. Any scumbag can apologize till they're blue in the face, and if you're really sorry, then get over here and help fight us for peace. I guess I already have. Oh, wait, I must have... whatever. We got Faval. Do we want to test his performance? Wait. That is a kill. That is a kill. Right? Am I wrong about this? He needs to hit. Like, it's a 38, which is bad. But that is a kill, right? 54 minus 10 is 44, which is more than 42. Just hit, please. Just hit, Faval. Oh my god! Oh my god! He fucking did it! Lester could never. Lester could never. Lester could never. Somebody clip that shit. Lester could never. Ishtar, return with me to Valhalla. You've no business dying in a place like this. Oh, Lord Julius, but why are you? Come, Ishtar, I need you. Yes, my lord. Anything as you wish. For real, somebody clip that shit. That was incredible. I'll take this opportunity to plug the Discord. Someone clip that shit and put it in the Discord. Also, are you gonna be okay now to enemy phase? Probably not. 10 defense is not ideal. So that'd be 16 plus 16 plus 16. So they all reach him, right? Oh no, 16 plus 16, that's 32. Oh, you actually do live. Okay. Huh. Okay, cool. Cool. Fucking cool. Who needs healing? You need healing. I wonder if they'll do the dad hair color thing in a remake. I know! That's like, I actually kind of like that in, well, so I do and I don't in, like, Awakening and Fates, right? I kind of wish that there was a canonical hair color. And I know that they can't do that without making a canonical dad, and they didn't want to make a canonical dad. But I also, like, I do like the ability to customize it, but I hate that you can't pass down Perry's trans rights hair, that it just becomes, like, blue. Because, like, I want trans rights drier. I want trans rights, Kigari. Are there other Fates kids I care about? No, not really. Okay, I think we have you go down, like, here-ish. Yeah. Anyone else need to move? Y'all do, yeah. Y'all do. I married Perry on my first run, thinking I'd get the cool hair on the kid. Yeah, we did get robbed. It's tragic. Perry would be an S-tier unit if she could actually pass that hair down. But unfortunately, she can't, so she's transphobic. Real talk. Does girl in real life giggles like in FE? What does that mean? I don't actually know what that means. Yes? Question mark? I'm gonna say a hesitant yes, because I don't know what it means, but it's probably funny. It's probably funnier if it's yes, so yes. Oh, they don't even move. Okay, well that's lame. I mean, like, we can just do this, right? Critical? No crit. Oh, but we added up anyway. Faval solo. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Oh, hi, Irony. Hello. You missed, the best Faval that has ever Favaled. I don't actually know if he can, like, do anything else now, because these bolting guys are a little bit scary. Unfortunately. He had his one moment of glory. And then I think that's all he has to do, is just sit back and relax for the rest of existence. Because, like, he definitely doesn't... I guess what we could do... is we could, like, return staff him. because he wants to go to the home castle anyway, but I also kind of like having him fight those wyverns. Since they're, like, set up for him to be able to kill. Like, it's supposed to be his good introduction. And, like, training him for Chapter 9 is not the worst idea in the world. So, yeah, let's see. Girls in Fire Emblem usually do hee-hee giggle. Does a girl do that in real life? I mean, some do. I don't. Wait, I thought you were stationary. What the fuck? So you'll kill Nana, but you won't kill Faval. This is a fucking waifu moment. They just hate women. Oh my god. No, the bolting! Oh, so tragic. So tragic. Okay. Wait, where is it this? Am I only on turn 9? I feel like I've progressed so far into the map. Okay, cool. Alright, so I think... Oh! It's because I killed the commander. It's because I killed the commander. And their AI changes. I like Percy because he is Arthur's son. Also, he's a good unit. I've used him a couple of times, but it was always in hard mode, so I don't know if, like... his performance is drastically different on higher difficulties or something. Alright, we'll give him a leadership boost. And we'll give him charm. Oh, I should probably have brought Dermot out of the castle for charm. Yeah, we'll just wait. Hey, Dermot, you're allowed to come to the battle now. I forgot about you. Sorry, buddy. Okay, you... Yeah, I think we just end and let them break themselves upon Arthur. Percy is just nothing special. His personal skill's kind of gross. Isn't his personal skill like the reverse of Arthur's? It's like, instead of giving everyone, like, negative dodge, it gives everyone, like, positive avoid or something. Like, it's everyone's lucky type deal. Percy with Crick Draw plus move plus 1. Wait, how do you get the move plus 1 there? Like, I know obviously you get Quick Draw from Archer FE, but what's the move plus 1? Oh, wait. Because Arthur's class is Cavalry, right? Like, it's Axes or Cavalry? Oh, right. Friendship. Right. True. Oh, it's only for allies. Okay, so it's not like Arthur's where it affects enemies too. Well, that is actually nice, because it means there's no, like, Arthur's just sort of, like, the you're gonna get crit downside. I also feel like I need to replay Conquest at some point. Although, here's the thing, like, so last time I played Conquest, it was the, Heartseal mod. So, everyone performed much differently than normal. And I have another Conquest run that I'm, like, sort of theory crafting, juggling in the air that I want to do, right? It's also a modified one. So, like, I'm gonna come away, I'm gonna have, like, the weirdest fucking Conquest takes. Everyone's gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about? That unit's good in Conquest. And I'm like, oh no, don't worry. They join it with, like, this quality that makes them really good. And no, they don't, because it's just... everything is influenced by the fact that I just keep playing modified versions of the game. Not reclassing makes the game way more manageable and doesn't even make the game harder. I would say at the very least it makes some units perform noticeably worse. Some of my favorite units to use require Heartseals to be, like, competent. I don't know if it necessarily makes it harder, quote-unquote, but it is definitely, like... I would say it probably does, because it gives you access to less tools. And anytime you have access to less tools, by default, it's going to be somewhat harder. I don't think it's, like, you know, so much harder that it's, like, a huge game changer. Suddenly, we've discovered Lunatic Plus, right? But it is definitely harder in that you just don't have access to some powerful tools. You know, in the same way that this is like, you know, not being able to use the Brave Sword and stuff does meaningfully make the game harder. But I also wouldn't say that this is like a new, impossibly brutal run. It just forces you to do some sort of outside-of-the-box builds. And it does noticeably make certain characters much worse. I would say that no Heartseal Conquest would be analogous to No Swords FE4 in that way. I don't know, you know, like, which one is harder. But I do think it would fall into the, like, challenge run-esque territory. 24 get noticeably more difficult. Is 24 the staircase where you, like, have all the stone-board and shit? Yeah, I like having a good number of flyers for that map. The boat map, is noticeably more difficult when you don't have a ton of flyers as well. 21 is staircase. 24 is Hinoka. Oh, I mean, that's another one that it's nice to have a lot of flyers for. Although it can also be fun to be like, no, actually, I have a bunch of non-flyers. And, like, say, fuck you, Hinoka. Like, just embrace the fact that you're supposed to lower the flyers move. I think I did that in my Heartseal one, because I had a couple of Dreadfighters who were, like, the hard carries. I think Dreadfighter Laszlo? Yeah, Dreadfighter Laszlo was a hard carry, and I would just, like, hyper up his movement. What in blazes is happening out there? You rebel scum. You'll have no mercy from me. Sadly, no reclass FE is probably behind us outside of the remakes. I would argue that even in the remakes, they'll probably add some form of reclassing. I imagine that it would be similar to how SOV did Pitchforks, right? Where it's not, like, a key part of the game, but it is technically an option. Where, like, the Pitchforks were DLC, but they were free DLC. I imagine that if they do another Fire Emblem, it'll have a similar form of reclassing. Where, like, either as, like, a free DLC or something or other. Something that's, like, noticeably less of a, like, core part of the game. Because I think a lot of people don't even think of the Pitchforks as being, like, part of, Wait, did Faval not need... Oh, it's Eras that needs it. Right. Okay, so we will go ahead and shoot you. Faval Gaming. We're Faval Gaming hours. Okay, where is... So you can heal up Eras. Yeah, they are definitely strong on some units, especially considering how reclassing works, right? Getting raised to class bases. Like, you can do the thing, because I know oftentimes people will do it in 3 houses, where, like, you class into Armor Knight just because, you want the defense base that Armor Knight gives, right? But you can do that in SOV, but it's so much more extreme, because, like, they weren't sort of intending for you to do that, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think I'll physic you. Lucas is good with Pitchfork into Merc. Pitchfork is mostly a replay tool to make revisiting the game more interesting. I would agree with that. I think that, like, the intended experience was pretty clearly not to use Pitchforks. But what I mean is, like, I do think that remakes will have something similar, where, like, you can reclass the units, but you're in some way, shape, or form, like, either discouraged to, or, like, it's indicated that that's not the intended experience. And likely it'll only be, like, given through DLC or whatever. Echoes in the 3 houses speed tiering moment. Wait, is that a thing in Echoes as well? I'm not the most Echoes-brained person. So, like... Do you, like, class into something just to get speed? I think we just end turn here. Enemies are really aggressively speed tiers. Oh, okay. There are items that turn units into villagers. Yeah, that's the pitchforks. Okay, so you've got Faval Gaming. We've got some Faval Gaming. Pew! Most of the units that get doubled by Moguls are able to take the hits. True. You're generally not going to die because you got doubled. Can you kill? There we go. Nice. The doubling benchmark being one is definitely, it definitely, like, really impacts the gameplay. In pretty interesting ways, I would say. Like, the fact that you're basically always either doubling or getting doubled. You know, obviously you can speed tie, but I feel like usually you're either doubling or getting doubled. But I also think that that's the case in Three Houses, even though the benchmark is much higher. You're usually... Well, I won't even say you're usually doubling or getting doubled. You're usually getting doubled. The exceptions being, like, incredibly slow classes, like Generals. Or, I guess Fortress Knights is what they're called in Three Houses. And that sort of stuff. Do I have any combos that need to happen, by the way? Okay, Arthur can talk to Fee. What does this do? You need to be careful, Fee. I know you can fly and all, but that doesn't mean you should just take off by yourself. Oh, are my ears playing tricks on me? Could it be they're actually worried about me, Arthur? Yeah, I suppose. Who knew you had it in you? I guess I never would have guessed they were able to worry about anyone other than yourself. I might have to rethink everything just a bit. Well, you're something of a special case. Huh? Never mind. Just don't do anything rash, alright? See you. Arthur. Okay, I guess that's a love growth one. Oh, and HP. Nice. Okay, cool. SOV, having around 16 speed is the best benchmark. Three Houses Wyvern enemies are disgusting. I mean, gaining HP means that I can now heal her with Nana to try to get that Nana experience online. I would love to promote Nana so that she can start using lances, make use of that fat strength stat. Although I don't think it's happening, TBH. Even if I return spam. Oh yeah, I remember Fee has a random secret combo before said. Yeah, it's like in the mountains or something. Or no. Fee doesn't have a secret combo. It's Femina. Femina's secret combo is actually next map. It's in one of the villages. Shanam from Fire Emblem 5 shows up. It's kind of interesting. Ooh, they made enemy wyverns and pegs scarier to make archers look better. That could be. I mean, they definitely wanted, like, they were definitely on board the archer train, right? Like, with the extra bow range. And then Hunter's Volley being one of the premier kill tools that anyone can get. I can see it. I think I need to deactivate Wrath. Close counter. Yeah, close counter is a thing as well. I think the devs probably thought close counter was stronger than it actually is. Don't get me wrong, it's very strong in hard mode. Like, your archer is done once they learn close counter. They're done. But I don't know, just retribution.exe. I find that retribution is a good battalion to have anyway. So, like, I might as well just use it on an archer if I'm worried about them enemy phasing. Oh yeah, early on it's definitely nice. When you like don't have anything else in it. When you don't have anything else to put in that slot. I definitely left close counter on people for you know, longer than you do some other skills. Like, it feels similar to HP plus 5, but probably sticks around a little bit longer in terms of, like, most people are going to get this skill, and at least half of them are going to benefit from it at some point, right? And the units who don't get it, like, by what they're naturally doing, probably don't want it anyway. Like, if a unit isn't raising bows to C, they're probably not a unit that cares about having close counter, right? And if it's a unit who cares about close counter, they're probably already raising their bows. At the very least to D+, but probably to C. Free filler skills and units that might never need to go into complicated build. Yeah, yeah. If you're a unit who is not if you're a unit who is not skill stacking, and you've just got it because you were raising your bow rank anyway for archer certification or some other reason, there's no reason not to equip it, right? And like, it's probably better than like a prowess for a weapon you're not using very often. Like, I would take close counter over a prowess for a non-primary weapon type, right? Like, if I've already got like lance prowess on a unit who's usually using lances, and they have like sword prowess because they just got it naturally out of house or something, probably take close counter over sword prowess on them because it's gonna come up more often. I don't know. I do also have to go to the bathroom again. I think I ate something that upset my tummy. So, I will seize this castle after that. If you crit build with bow, close counters is a must. I disagree, because I think every crit build wants to be retributioned anyway. Because, like, you know, there's things that can outrange bows as well. They're rare, but ballistas, ballistas and siege tomes, like, especially if you're a vantage crit build, but even like a protection or a void crit build, like, I don't know, half of the reason that you're doing the crit build is it's not just to stay alive, it's to kill things. Obviously a vantage one desperately needs it, because if they don't kill things, they probably die. But, like, you know, protection stacking or a void stacking one, probably would prefer retribution over close counter. Alright, I'm back. And thank goodness this is a short map because my tummy is not doing great. .exe. Yeah, Tinny's idle sprite is very cute. Sort of like waving her hair. Alright, let's prepare for counterattack. So, we need to figure out what we're doing for this village. I think Foot Like Arthur is the solution. I think Foot Like Arthur is what we do, which means we don't have him for the wyverns, but that's fine because I have a separate plan for the wyverns. Ooh. Which is going to reveal itself now. Looks like we just dealt a critical blow to the Empire's control of the Erica, Seliph. Their survivors are fleeing in droves. Excellent! I suspect liberating Manster has come far simpler than we'd hoped. Don't get too excited yet. The real problem is still Thracia. What makes you think so? What would cause Thracia to break neutrality null of all times? They're elitists, Seliph! They're elitists and they won't stand for anyone who hasn't played Thracia! Trevant's murder was a cruel ambush, an insult to the honor of a knight like Quan, who knows what dirty game he's playing now. I'm a big bow and conquest enjoyer. Obviously, you know, like, they lack the 1-2 range of daggers and tomes, but, like, they've got Axe Might, and they attack at 2 range. I'm a big bow and conquest enjoyer. They're based, Seliph! Thracia was great! Bloom's gone and died, has he? At last. Thracia has been scrubbed clean of the Imperial taint. Now's our chance to help ourselves to the north, starting with Manster. Altena, I leave the capture of Manster to you. I'll send General Coulter with you. If anyone stands in your way, suppress them without a second thought. I don't care if it's a little kid with a wooden stick. Cut them down. Hold a moment, Father. I'm as eager to challenge the Empire as you are. But killing innocents makes no sense at all. We'd be much better served forging an alliance with the Liberators. We're already surrounded by enemies. Why make more? Altena, I've no interest in your little lectures. Keep your mouth shut and do as you're told. But Father... Please, Altena, just listen to him. Father and I must return to the capital. We've some further preparations to make. Best of luck holding our border, Altena. Arion. Very well, I'll do it. Then don't waste your time dawdling. Go! Yeah, it's also a game I'd much rather be in 2 range than 1 range. And, like, so I've previously got on record saying, like, that I think bows are one of the best weapons in Conquest. I think daggers are probably better because the debuff in the 1-2 range is nice. But I would say they're better than tomes. I'm not a huge fan of the, other than Nos, I'm not a huge fan of, like, the tome users in Conquest, TBH. Well, I like Leo, but, like, I think in general I prefer bows to tomes. It's close. It's close. 1-2 range is nice. I don't know. She's finally gone? Good. Stubborn little thing, isn't she? I haven't seen a woman so brash since her mother. Quite the family resemblance there. Father, surely you must realize that Altena means you know her will. You needn't be so harsh on her. Yes, that much is obvious, thank you. Let's head back to the capital, Arion. We need to ready the army to claim this peninsula of ours once and for all. Makoyev, Heath Castle is in your hands. Work with Altena's unit and defend the border no matter what happens. Understood, my lord. R word? Oh, you mean racist. I thought you meant, the R word. I was really confused. I think I think Trevant is still pretty sympathetic in this. Like, obviously, we just saw some shit. But I do think in general, the Thracian, like, cause is somewhat sympathetic in this. Dire news, Sir said. Thracia's dispatched a Draconite unit from Meath, and they're coming our way. Just our luck. We've only finally cleared the Empire out of Manster, and now we've got Thracia to grapple with as well? I suppose it was only a matter of time before Trevant showed his true colors. The Liberation Army's sure to want to aid us, but they still haven't crossed the river. What do we do? Put the bridge down! That's why we didn't cross the river! You didn't put the bridge down! Everyone, get out and run for Connaught. I'll stay here and fend off the Draconites for as long as I can. But that's impossible, Sir said. Not even you could survive a Draconite assault by yourself. I know, but I won't risk any lives but my own. Don't worry, I won't go down without bringing a few Thracians with me. Go on, please. We've no time to waste. Sir said. So you're about to see the entire reason that I did the Claude pairing. Well, I guess 2 reasons. I do think that, like, this is a fairly good pairing. But there's something really special that it does that I'm a huge fan of. We can do this. We're also going to make a save here. So, Ced has an infinite use sleep staff. I'm not recruiting this guy until the last possible moment. So green units have infinite use weapons in FE4. Same with red units. So we'll go down. We'll go down. Theoretically, you could also do that by having Lewin be his dad, as Lewin is the other male unit that can use staves. But I've talked about how, like, Lewin is just not a good dad for Ced. So I like the Claude one. I do say, I as much as I, like, talk about Lewin being a bad dad for Ced, right? He's still, like, he'll still be fine, because it's still Ced. I don't know. I don't want people to think, like, oh no, Lewin said unusable, bad unit. But I do think it's, like, a strictly worse choice than a couple of other options. I should probably stop talking about it, though, because then no one will want to watch my pairing video. You can go down. Corpsetti? Corpsetti is certainly a thing you can do. It's a funny thing you can do. I have a friend who is a big fan of Corpsetti. He even has an emoji on, like, a server he made himself that's just, like, Corpo with Forsetti, called Corpsetti. Oh no, Danny Doyle said that Lewin is a terrible father. Yeah, you should just kill off Lewin in Chapter 2. It's not even like he has a personal weapon or anything, so, like, there's no reason to use him. How do you even get Corsetti to work, given that he doesn't have tomes at base? You promote him. Once you promote him, he has tomes. So Regalia always gets passed down, even if the child is unable to use it. Which is why you get funny stuff like Lester with the Valkyrie staff in his inventory. Yeah, holy weapons don't follow the normal rules. They're always passed down, no matter what. Thank you so much, noble warrior. It's a shame. There's exactly enough villagers to get Seliph relief to 19, but not 20. Because otherwise I could get Seliph on a horse and use lances, but unfortunately, you can get him to 19, you can't get him to 20. Sad. Sad but true. Alright, time to eat the yum-yum. Time to eat your yum-yums. Granted, it would only be for one map, but it's one map where being on a horse is very important for Seliph. The Great Wall of Edda. If I could get Seliph on a horse for the Great Wall of Edda, that would be such gaming. But I can't. So I'll have to play it vanilla. Kaga has a thing for the low-level boy healers in the late game. Are there any other examples of that in Kaga? I think it's just Corporal and Corpore and Charlo, right? Seliph? Seliph's not low level. Seliph is promoted. Seliph's a pre-promote, right? Seliph is not promoted? I thought Seliph was a bishop. Seliph starts as a priest. Interesting. I guess I just have never promoted him because he doesn't need to, because he does what he needs to at base. I mean, he has A-rank stabs, so, like, there's no reason to promote him. I also don't know that that's late game, right? What is that, chapter 15? 14 is defense, 15 is route split, it's 16. You got like a third of the game to go there. I'm pushing back against the Seliph is a corpore propaganda. I reject this and oh. Optimal use of your dancer, ladies and gentlemen. She's, theys, and gays. Optimal dancer usage. Bum 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 bum. True, he does have infinite use Fortify. I would much rather he use Sleep though. Said is going to commit Thracia 776 on Travan. Infinity's Valkyrie. He'll revive all of the green units that I'm cannibalizing. Hello there. It's time for you to say goodbye. If we do this... We have Eras fight these guys? Yeah, that seems right. I gotta remember to move Layla. Optimal dancer usage. I'm so fucking good at Fire Emblem. Then there's y'all. So we can put Faval here to enemy phase some of them? And I think that's... I think we just, like, don't care about you anymore, so you just, like, go there. Said with the Valkyria stuff, I used to call this Jesus Said. Oh, because he revives the dead? Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that. I honestly don't really get the connection, because, like, Jesus didn't revive the dead, he revived himself. And, like, said... Like, at least according to, like, the Bible and stuff. See, look at this fucking unit. He's so good. Faval. It makes you feel better. I usually don't use dancers at all because I am a coward. Are you, afraid that they'll get killed? Is that what you mean? I know that that's often advice given about Olivia. Ooh. Right, those guys. I know that that's often advice given about Olivia, because it can be hard for newer players to keep Olivia alive because of, all of the ambush spawns. But I am firmly against that. I think Olivia is one of the stronger dancers in the series, just because of all the tools you get in Awakening. Movement tools compound upon each other, and so I think, like, a game with a lot of movement tools, the dancers are stronger, because dancing becomes stronger as a result. No, that's high-level advice because she's a waste in such an enemy phase game. I think you should still use a dancer in enemy phase games. Also, Awakening is not as enemy phase as people say it is. It is mostly kill boss maps. There's, like, 3 route maps after part 1. It is mostly kill boss maps. And, like, a dancer is good for a kill boss map. Like, you can one-turn the majority of maps in Awakening. Is everything ready, my liege? We'll be closing in on Manster shortly. Let's waste no time besieging them. Hold, Coulter. These are nothing more than common citizens standing in our way. Killing them would be the foulest of crimes. Wait here with the squad. I'll see if I can negotiate a surrender. You know I can't do that. My orders come from over your head. You may spout all this lovely nonsense you wish, but the king forgives me to stay my hand. These are my men, princess. If you don't wish to partake yourself, then stand aside. Make yourself useful and watch our backs. Now then, is everyone ready? All hands prepare to strike Manster. Leave no survivors. Awakening LTC has a lot of rescuing of Olivia. Yeah, like, the idea that the rescue staff does what Olivia does, I feel like is a... Again, any game that has... She's the death... Oh, no. No. She's in the upper half. She's in the upper half. If you think Olivia is the worst dancer in the series, you are using her wrong. You're using her wrong. It's a game where you have infinite purchasable rescue, and pair up in order to supplement your movement tools. She can get to where she needs to dance more easily than... Like, she's not 5-move locked. She has a huge movement advantage because of, like, being able to be rescued or flown over to whoever needs to be danced. And given the prevalence of kill boss in Awakening, you're frequently going to be one-turning, and you're doing that with her. Who is the worst dancer in the series? I mean, like, if I want to give the smartass answer, I would say Leanne because she has the worst availability. Because she's available in, like, 3 maps. But, like, I don't think that counts. Because, like, in those maps, she's dancing 2 units per turn. And, like, Radiant Dawn is such a weird fucking game for availability. In a game with infinite use rescue, you don't need a dancer. She can be replaced. I don't think she's that valuable. Every movement tool supplements all other movement tools. Like, the existence of one does not invalidate the others. You are playing... I don't think you're playing a game wrong, but you are playing suboptimally if you are choosing not to use Olivia. Worst dancer in this series, though. Like... I don't know. Let's go through them in a row. Like, it's definitely not FE3, because you get her pretty early. It's definitely not FE4, because you get them early and it's a 4-way. Oh, wait. Bullion. That's a Bullion. Tethys. I could see the argument for Tethys. Honestly. Again, if you want to be a smartass, Nils, because he's available for, like, 3 chapters. But that's the same as Leanne, in that, like... Normally, I would say, like, the availability definitely matters. But in the case of Nils, like, he's the same unit as Ninian. And in the case of, Leanne, it's just really a weird structure. More than anything. So, like, it feels like a cheap rip-off answer to say one of those, right? Tethys is the only other one with Olivia to be the worst dancer. I mean, you're playing Awakening wrong, is all I can say. Like, I mean, there's no wrong way to play a game, but, like, you are purposely not utilizing a tool and then saying that it's bad. Olivia's in the top half of the dancers, probably in, like, the top 5. Being able to supplement, your dancer with additional movement tools is just so strong. Let's grab another... Oh, I can't reach! Wait, okay, we can big brain this. We have the warp set. Oh, no, I can't reach you either. Fudgeroonie. I don't think I can get him... Because they're going to go into the castle this turn, right? Yeah, they're... Oh, wait, no. You don't reach the castle. Okay, so we send you up here. And... hopefully these guys will get, like, jebaited into going this way. If I put someone shitty like Lester. Like, people like attacking Lester, right? I feel people like attacking Midir, and Lester's just, like, a significantly worse version of Midir. So I think if I put Lester there, they'll go for him. And we can start moving the mages down as well to, like, player phase it up. And then we'll feed these 2 villagers to Erez and Nana, I think. Because they need the levels. Alright, you... Wait, did he have his money stolen? No, he dodged Lamau. Okay, you go ahead and... Can you kill the thief? 38... Yes, you can. No one likes Lester. I would like to say that I wish I could use the dancer in FE... Oh, are you doing another ROM hack with no dancers? I know that you just finished Oops All Archers. Yeah, I think this is... Alright, we gotta move you, like, just fuck off, Patty. We don't want you here. We don't want you! You did your job, you recruited the best unit in the army, now you can fuck off. We can heal you up, though. We can heal up Faval, because he's the best unit in the army, obviously. Oops All Archers and Auto Chest... Well, Auto Chest has the dancer. It just, you know, is a dancer that kills herself. I have no faith in Trainee Emblem giving me a dancer. But what if you got a trainee who could promote to dancer? Are you gonna LTC Trainee Emblem? Is what I want to know. I think you overestimate Olivia massively. Rescue is way too available to make her... You use her with Rescue. One does not invalidate the other. I think you underestimate the value of a dancer. It is not simply hit the rescue staff. You can rescue Olivia to get her across the map. You can have Olivia dance a rescue user so that they can rescue multiple units. Rescue supplements Olivia. It does not invalidate her. I might actually end up LTCing it. The trainee emblems. Next LTC. Oh, yeah, you showed me a screen cap of, the incredibly cursed, it's like Fae, right? You've got, like, you're using Peg Fae. Which, like, obviously for LTC, it's because, there's, like, the one map where you want Flight, where you don't have Claire. But it just feels so tragic. Does Sacred Echoes have pitchforks, or are you just, like, stuck with Faye in the bad ending. Lara is basically a trainee that promotes into a dancer. I suppose you can think of her that way. Suppose you could think of her that way. Lara's probably one of the strongest dancers just because, like, one, dancing is incredibly important in Thracia. But then also, like, movement stars and the Manster utility before she's a dancer. Faye is the worst dancer because getting her to dance takes centuries anyway. I mean, that would be true if she was a dancer, but she doesn't even, like, I feel like she doesn't even actually get, Anu. Anu is, like, it exists in the post-game. We'll go ahead and send you to Leonster. Oh, wait. Fudge. Oh! We can feed them both to Nana, though. It's okay. It's okay. It was all a part of a big brain. Yeah! Does he know yet? Oh, wait, no. We can't. No! No! One tile! One tile! No! Fudge! Okay. I think we go ahead and grab you. One tile. So tragic. Worthless. Worst dancer in the series is Layla now. Fucking confirmed. Worst dancer. Alright, so these guys are, like, not gonna go where I want them to, which is a shame, so I think we warp Faval over to help out Erez as well. And now I have to decide who I want to give the thief band to. Like, I don't think it's... normally I would say, like, you give it to your hard carry, right? But I actually don't think it's Arthur. Like, I don't think Arthur's ever gonna have money problems. So then the question becomes, like, a staffer? Question mark? Like, obviously not one that doesn't do combat, though. And I think all of my staffers are not doing combat, other than, I guess, Fee? And Fee could potentially... Well, Fee isn't gonna have money problems either, though. Look at her. Should I just say, fuck it, we ball? I think I just say, fuck it, we ball, and give the thief band to Faval. Even though he's, like, the worst possible candidate for it, he has regalia. Sure, why not? I don't think it actually matters at this point. Like... Because the units who would benefit from it also don't need it. And, like, then obviously, like, I think that a good candidate for it in vanilla is Erez because of how much he leans on Mistletoe. But, like, that's not a factor in this. Unfortunately for me. Unfortunately, I would much prefer for Erez to have money problems and actually be a competent combat unit. But it doesn't look like that's gonna be... Oh, right, I forgot about Dermot, too. Oh, they're probably going for him. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see. Are they gonna go for my home castle and make things really Akko Taco for me? Why are you using Fortify? I don't think he put a single wyvern to sleep. I'm so disappointed. I should have just not given him any other stabs. The more FE games I play, the more I hate the first peg in non-Arcanea games. I mean, Shanna's pretty elite. End of list? No, I like Chloe as well. Sumia's pretty good. I'm low on her, I think, compared to most people, but she's still pretty good. Although that is also an Arcanea game, technically speaking, so... Shanna is the one I hate the most. That is certainly a take. That is certainly a take. We'll go ahead and heal you up, even though you don't deserve it, because you were one tile short. You let him get away. Yeah, Vanessa is one of the best in the series as well. Although I do think she suffers from overshadowed by Seth syndrome, which is something that basically every unit in FE4, in FE8, not FE4, Seth is so good he overshadows the units from other games. Lamau. So yeah, let's send you to go get that. I guess we can recruit Sed now? Like, yeah. Her base is... Yeah, she's definitely a project. Like, she definitely, needs some levels. But, like, what you get out of that... Back in the day, people hated Shanna, and I think they thought... Yeah, that was definitely, like, a popular take. I would say, like, what, a decade ago? Probably? Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. Time is an illusion. I think that the thing people harped on wasn't the 10% extra strength growth, but the bases? Oh. Okay, well, that's... The game has crashed now. Give me a second. I know exactly what happened, too. So... There is a... I'm not sure if it's a well-known bug, but it's one that I know, at least. There is a bug with the emulator I'm using where, if your headphones become unplugged, it will freeze the game. And so my cat unplugged my headphones, and it froze the game. Also, spoilers, I guess. Oh, that's weird. Why is Quick Change... Has Quick Change been here this whole time? Can someone tell me? Has Quick Change been here this whole time? I did just put it into the correct spot, which is TTYD. But was Quick Change just hanging out on the FE4 art the whole time? Lamau! And no one said anything. I see. Fake fans, all of you. My cat did murder the stream. That is an accurate statement. But he's still a good boy, so I still love him. Quick change for the FE4 remake? Your cat got mad that people were slandering FE4? Did your cat have a cool crit quote and close up before he unplugged the headphones? Actually, I think Patty just stays still. Nana can go ahead and heal. My cat did commit Valhalla. Indeed, indeed. Alright, we can get recruit said. And Faval can start moving towards his birthright, the bargain ring. Or the thief ring, rather. Everyone else is Gucci, right? Yeah, everyone else is Gucci, I think. I guess we can start, like, moving... Well, not Fee, because Ballista. I guess the pals, the paladins, start moving down. Probably. Yeah, that seems right. The cat committed the Valhalla massacre. My cat hates Sigurd. He just hates the spawn of Sigurd. His name is Alfresco. I've posted pictures of him in the Discord. If you want to see them, they're in the Cat Pics channel. Now I'm imagining a cat casting meteors like Strum. Oh, that reminds me. I need to finish the Advance Wars remake. I'm partway through 2. I beat 1. I'm partway through 2. And then, like, Tears of the Kingdom came out. And so I abandoned it. Which I think is a fairly common thing that has happened with a lot of people. Oh, the sound is dead. Is that better? Thank you. My cat also murdered the sound. Oh, can you not hear my microphone? Wait, you can't... You can only hear the keyboard. You can't hear me? Or you can hear me? Oh, okay. I misunderstood. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh no, what just happened? Oh no, there we go, okay, better. I can only hear your voice. You can't hear the game anymore? No game audio? I think Shanna's combat is pretty significantly better than Thea's. Thea only has D rank lances, and Shanna should have at least C by the time that you get Thea. Like, if anything, Thea is the utility unit, because if I'm deploying her, it's usually because I want, like, Flyer to do Flyer things. Okay, so Faval, you can go this way to go get your birthright. Arthur, you can go north. That's straight up incorrect. Okay, I mean, you certainly have a lot of very strongly held opinions. I would just say that the way we evaluate Fire Emblem units seems to be very different. It feels as though we are playing different games. It's possible that Thea's better on normal mode. I just haven't played that in, like, at least 5 years? No, that's not true. I played a draft, but I didn't have either of them. I do normal mode for drafts. But I don't think I've ever drafted Thea, so I can't say how she performs on normal. But Shanna is definitely significantly better combat-wise on hard mode. Like, and it's not even close. I think that's everyone, right? Moved you, dinguses. Moved you. Did I move Arthur? I did move Arthur. Okay. It's hard when, like, everyone is super spread out. Faye gets C, pass promo. I mean, yeah, but that's when she gets promoted. At the time... Oh, wait. Oh, no. Are you going to the home castle? Oh, no. I thought something like that would happen. I was a little bit afraid that they were going to go to the home castle. I mean, I can warp someone there, right? I have return, I have warp. I don't think you reach, right? Yeah, you don't. Okay, well, you can kill this guy. And we can just warp some shitter to the home castle to deal with the boss. I guess I can start moving arrows as if he's going to the home castle too. Like, maybe that'll bait this guy into... Oh, well, I went outside of his range. Okay, so we move you down here to start killing the ballistas. Oh, he is probably going back to the home castle. Or to his home castle. Move you, move you. You go up. You go down. Or rather, around. Mostly just doing return for experience. What level is she now? That she's cannibalized all those villagers? 16! Not bad. Not bad at all. I think we can send Julia there for safety. I don't think Julia's doing anything else. This map, unfortunately, I really want to train Julia just because, like, she is probably the easiest way for me to kill Julius. But I might do Berserk Staff shenanigans. So, like, if I do Berserk Staff shenanigans, it doesn't matter. You move. I just don't want to move Fee down too far because ballista moment. Okay, you can go like here-ish then. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine for you. If we move you down here. Down there. Okay. I think that's that. Problem with drafts is you spend half the game with 2 to 3 empty deployment slots and it feels bad. Yeah, I mean, if you don't enjoy doing it, it's definitely not the playstyle for everyone. I think it can be fun to put together a team of shitters. And also to sort of, like, see what you value compared to what other people value in terms of casts, like games with larger casts. FE6 is probably my favorite draft game, just because the cast is so big. And it's, like, it's got an incredibly diverse pool of, like, everything from incredibly elite units like Percival and Milady to, like, oh no, I'm stuck with this shitter, like Wendy or Sophia, and then, like, basically every iteration in between. Like, there's such a wide... It's not like a binary, right? Like, there's such a wide cast of, like, oh no, I got Lot or Wade, and, like, suddenly they become a mainstay of my army or some shit. I think a level 1 Julia can still beat Julius with the Nagatome. Technically she can, but I can tell you from 0% growth experience, I do not like those forecast numbers. She deals like... She has like... very, very low... I don't remember the exact amount, but she would have had to dodge an extraordinary number of high accuracy attacks. And it just, like, wasn't gonna happen. I mean, the Nagatome is busted. But I do not think that it is a free kill button. Back to FE6, when do you usually promote Thea? Oh, the second whip, usually. Like, the one that she gives you for saving all of her soldiers. Oh, 24X is the Avel map, right? So, that is another one where I'm like, someone designed this map specifically... Wait, can I not? Yeah, I can, okay. That is another one where I feel like someone designed, like, it's another... Is this a conspiracy theory psyop to make Fog of War maps seem even worse than they are? Not that they really need the help, but still. You're the boss, right? Yeah. I think what we do is kill the boss using Miracle. I've only done FE8 and FE9 drafts, and I think I've kind of just liked both for opposite reasons. I think the 9 cast was way too unbalanced, and everyone in 8 is great, so the teams don't feel unique. I tend to think that, like... The FE8 cast often struggles from, like, everyone being a growth unit. I think it's less that the cast is good, and more that the game is easy. If that makes sense. And, like, I know that, you know, functionally it's the same thing. But it's kind of not. Like, it's kind of... If you transposed a weaker cast into FE8, I think the game would still be pretty easy. Unless you went, like, super out of the way. Yeah, so that's the other thing, is if you play without Seth, it is kind of hard to get the ball rolling because everyone is a growth unit. I don't know why you think Shanna is a better combat unit. Because she is. Like, unless you've been sandbagging her for the entire time before Thea joins, she's going to have better weapon ranks and better stats than Thea. And a 10% strength growth difference isn't going to make it up. Like, if you sandbag her, sure. But she joins in Chapter 2. She has plenty of opportunity to grow before then. Like, it is a Vanessa versus Tana level of yes, Tana has better bases and technically better growths, but one of them has much more time to actually do stuff. I think Fee is unfortunately stuck in a situation where she needs to... Oh, wait, we can... Okay, so we can Physic and then Kanto, I think. Can we reach Oifi from here? Because I do want to... Yeah, and then we Kanto up. And we're safe! That is the power of a staff, Kanto! The only stat that Shanna has a lead in is speed, and the only weapon rank that she has is C swords. I find that pretty consistently she has B or A lances by then. I think Thea does better in that comparison than Tana does. Yeah, it might be a little bit extreme to go with the FE8 one, but that's mostly because FE8 is a game where you then just get another Super Flyer very shortly after Tana. Like, then Cormag shows up and completely invalidates her. Whereas, like, Thea, you've got some time before Milady shows up, and even then, you want 3 or 4 flyers. Well, I guess not 4, because you don't have 4 until Zeus. But you want 3 flyers in a lot of maps. Like, there's still plenty of reasons to deploy Thea. Whereas, I often find that, like, I got better units than Tana. Which is so weird because she's a flyer in GBA Emblem. But, I don't know. I think that is more of a case of the units around them than actual Tana versus Thea stuff, though. Like, there's a lot of very potent units around, like, there's a lot of very potent non-peg units in FE8. Okay, so now we're in a bit of a situation. 25 attack, so you survive 1. So what if we put you here? We have you run backwards, because you're a coward. You... I think you go here. Lester might be dead, but I might not care. Lester moment. Lester moment. He can die and I don't care. Oh, maybe he can help us by killing a ballista. 26. Probably kills with the Brave Bow. TBH. I think that she's definitely better on Erica route, but I also haven't found myself using her on Erica route. TBH. Okay, can you... Oh, you can Brave Lance this guy. Like, that should be enough, right? 4 chances to crit. Boom. Okay, we can kill this guy. There we go. It's a lot of wyverns, though. Alright, Arthur, we gotta move Arthur. Arthur and Faval passing like ships in the night only. Disgusting as in his bases are better or his bases are worse? Like, does Cormag get the Edward treatment where, like, the Japanese version is just, like, incredibly bad? Or does he get, like... He has +3 or 2 in all stats. That's absurd. Just in Erica route, or both routes? Like, even Ephraim? I mean, that makes sense, because he joins later, right? So it makes sense. They, like, auto-level him or whatever. Because I think, like, aren't Saleh and Dussel's bases different depending on which route you go? Because of join time? I feel like they are, but I also might just be completely pulling that out of my ass. Like, I think it's not enough to make them worth using. Well, Saleh's still worth using, but I do think Dussel on Erica route is just sort of not an especially good unit. Saleh is still, like, you know, Sage with decent staff rank, who you can maybe get to warp if you're playing slowly. Is Lester gonna channel the power of his hatred for me and, like, constantly dodge these things, even though I'm fine with him dying? Oh, it doesn't look like it. Okay, Lester. Rip Bozo. Okay, never mind. That guy decided he'd rather attack the guy with the Brave Lance than the guy with the bow. Wait. Is there another triangle attack in FE8 that I have not been made aware of? Whoa, what is the Brave Triangle? I thought that FE8 only had the, Tana, Vanessa, and Cyrene one. Oh, okay. You had me excited, because Dussel's my favorite unit in Sacred Stones, and if he could participate in a triangle attack, make my day. Also, Lester didn't die. Sag. Mulder, Gilliam, Vanessa. You're trolling, right? You're trolling. It would be funny if there was, like, a trainee triangle attack. Like, unironically, that would be the only reason I would ever train Amelia. Is so I could have, like, a Null, Ross, Ewan triangle attack or something stupid. I think it would have been funny if FE7 had a triple assassin triangle attack, because they do all support each other. And, like, honestly, triangle attack silencer, anyone? Like, triangle attack silencer. They can't all promote. They can if you go to the secret shop in Victory or Death and purchase a Fell contract. If you go to the secret shop on the second to last map in the game, or third to last if you do Value of Life, there is a Fell contract available for sale. And honestly, if you promote both Matthew and, Legault, you deserve to just have the triangle attack proc silencer automatically. None of this fucking fishing for silencer. No. Just make it always silencer. That's the FE7 remake. That would be the only thing that would make me actually play FE7. The worst game in the franchise. I mean, that's an exaggeration. I'm currently doing an FE7 playthrough. It's just, like, taking a long time. Partially because FE7 poopy, and partially because of, like, scheduling issues from the co-host. Why won't this guy let me kill him? Here, Fee, finish him off with your slim lance. Lordy, lordy. What would make you play FE7? A triangle attack, but the assassins that guarantees silencer. That would make me play FE7. I'm a big FE7 fan. I'd personally mod in a silencer triangle attack if I knew how. I would love it if you did that. I am not an FE7 fan. Lester Gaming! Battle Before Dawn is another one there's been a lot of, like, pushback discourse on. Of, like, actually, it's the greatest map of all time. And it feels, again, like a, much like Arcadia, like it is meant to be contrarian. Not that, like, you know, you can obviously enjoy the map, but there's some pretty significant inherent design flaws in the way that it was put together. And, like, low-key, the biggest flaw in Battle Before Dawn is the 3% crit on Nino. Low-key, that is the biggest flaw in the map. Not even because keeping Nino alive is especially important. Because it's something that could so easily have been fixed with no other knock-on effects. Like, was Nino really going to be overpowered if she had a bit more luck? Like, I am very much the sort of player who, like, if a unit I'm not planning on using and don't have any reason for keeping alive dies, I'm not resetting for them. RIP Rotoban. So, like, I don't care if Nino dies. Not getting Jafar is a little bit annoying, but, like, if I'm not planning on using Jafar and Nino dies, like, rip Bozo, lol. But it is objectively a design flaw that she can die, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm not counting RN burns as something you can do about it, because, like, if you're RN burning, that's clearly unintended play, right? Like, you can clearly rig her to not get crit. We'll give him a kill as a treat. We'll give him a boss kill as a treat. And honestly, like, if they remake it, they should just give her the skill where she can't get crit the entire map. You know, the one that they do for a lot of engaged things, right? Like, there's a bunch of enemies that, like, either can't crit or can't dodge or stuff like that. I don't blame them for not doing that in Fire Emblem 7, because they didn't, you know, like, have that, right? Although they kind of did, because Lyn always doubles in Prologue, which is why Boars will double, which is very funny. But regardless, it's like, you know, okay, GBA technology is not there, whatever. Just raise her luck then. Just raise her luck then. I think my hottest take is that there's a bunch of engage maps I don't like. Which ones are you not a fan of, if you don't mind my asking? Because I'm actually a pretty big fan of most of the map design. There's none that I dislike. There's some that I'm much higher on than others. Like, I'm a big fan of 17. I think the one that I come closest to disliking is probably 5. There's just, like, some design... what I would qualify as design flaws in, like, that. Especially with, like, the wall bait thing and the narrow hallway is annoying. 5, 6, 22... oh, yeah, packed is garbage. Packed is garbage. 13, 14. Does anyone like 13? You know, I hated 13 on a first playthrough. Now I just sort of don't mind it. Like, I don't think it's, like, a great map, but I also don't mind it. Black Fane themes, which are in 7.4 and 7.8 time, and that's rad AF. You mean, like, is it, like, the map theme? That is pretty rad. Is 13 the map used? No, that is 11. 13 is the Fog of War map with the 2 bandit brothers. Teach and Cheech and whatever the fuck their names are. Cheech and Chong. Teachy and Tachi. Oh yeah, I usually kill off Tamara. I love killing off Tamara. I put 13 as my top map because killing Tamara is useful. So fucking true. So fucking real of you. It's a shame that Tamara sucks so much though because I love her design. I love her design. But she's just like... Would you say that she's the worst unit in the game? Bottom 2 at least, right? It depends on, like... It depends on how much you're, like... Because, like, it's easier to get contributions out of her than Anna. Obviously. But do you value the fact that theoretically a trained Anna is, like, useful-ish? And I guess it comes down to that, right? Like, if you value the fact that Anna can theoretically be useful, then Anna's better than Tamara. But if you're like, I'm not counting that because in a realistic context, it's so hard to get any meaningful contributions out of her, then, like, Tamara is better. If you train Anna, you can get use out of base Tamara. That's true. Even if you train Anna, Tamara does a couple of things in her join chapter, and the same cannot be said for vice versa if you, like, train Tamara. But also, if you train Tamara, she's not really contributing either. Like, you're huffing the copium on Sandstorm if you train Tamara. Trained Anna, you can do stuff if you reclass her out of the fighter line. Allow me to point you to a video called Use Warrior Anna by the wonderful Actual Lizard TM. Said the Brave, I assume. No, it's not a Brave Tome. It's not a Oh, imagine if you had fucking Brave Tome for SETI. Okay, anyway. Said the Brave, I assume. I couldn't possibly thank you for all you've done for the people of Manster. Lord Seliph, I'm so glad you're here at last. Sire, I implore you, to save this world. Too many of us have already given in to despair. The city of Manster has been robbed of the empire with countless children. All were sent to the dark shrines of Militos. I couldn't save a single child. Me? Brave? Ha! I hardly deserve such a lofty label. I'm just another coward. That isn't true, said. If I were to fight alone, I know that there'd be precious little that I could do. It was uniting with the strength of my friends, a team effort, which brought us this far. I mean, we know you couldn't do anything, Seliph. You've got no weapons. And I believe that your strength could be a valuable part of our cause. Please, said the Brave, grant us your power. Emblem, engage! Thank you, sire. You have my loyalty, no matter what. This is a unit that exists. It's a pretty fucking baller unit. Oh, right. Lol. He can't leave because of the way the recruitment works. I mean, if you make her a Mage Knight, she's still, like, fine. I guess. Pardon me, Tinny. I don't suppose you're acquainted with the priestess Ishtar. I am. When I was growing up, Ishtar was like a sister to me. She was one of the few who treated me well. Would you have any idea who the man who came to collect her was, then? That was most likely Prince Julius. The Crown Prince himself? Are you certain? Yeah, I think so. The two are a couple. That would be why. Have you met Prince Julius before, then? Once or twice, when I visited Valhalla. How can I put this? He has this odd charm which draws people to him, only for them to find that he's colder than ice. He's terrifying. If I didn't know better, I would swear he isn't even human. I don't know why that gives plus 3 HP, but we will take advantage of it for some nana. Yeah, Mage Knight just exists. Like, it's not like Mage Knight is gonna, like, ruin her, right? Like, it's not like, oh no, you've ruined Anna, because Anna's already ruined. She's already just not a particularly good unit, TBH. There we go, Rena. And we'll just fight with the Light Tome, I think, is the best one, right? Just go through as much as we can. Go through. Oh, we missed our first magic level up. This is a little bit, so I want to hit 28 magic so I can silence Ishtar. And it's like mostly RNG proof. He missed magic again. But yeah, you are always, you know, subject to screw. You are always subject to RNG screw. I'm gonna feed him the boss kill because he needs some stuff.
Ho ho! What brings you all the way out here? You must be quite the curious one. Either way, I want to thank you for coming all this way for such a small and remote town. This here Trinket's a thief band. She's an odd little thing. Slip her on and you'll soon find yourself stealing like you've done it all your life. Ho ho ho! Take care of yourself, dearie.
Mage Knight is the best magic combat class. Most units have access to it. Keep it over. Mage Knight is definitely a better combat class than Sage. It's not, but Sage does have mystical bonuses going for it, which is nice. In particular, I like them on Corrin. I think that there are some units that can do like almost as well in Sage, as they do in Mage Knight. So sometimes I'll like, you know, send. I do Citrine Sage sometimes. Just because I really like having someone who can slam fire tiles and 3-range Corrin. And I think that her combat is good enough as a Sage. Like, obviously, you know, Mage Knight goes a long way to fixing her speed. But I think it's good enough in Sage. Let's go sell the Paragon Band. For Corrin, it's not just the mystical bonus, it's just being a unit with Thoron. I would say it's both. Oh wait, no, lol, Blacksmith. I would say both of them are useful. Obviously I like 3-range, right? Because of freeze, but fire tiles are definitely still useful, and I think that, like, isn't fire tiles the reason that people say to go for dragon bonuses? So you can just throw them on a mystical. What does mystical bonus for Corrin even do besides EO Dragon Bane? I think Dragon Bane is good enough. Like, the fire tile Dragon Bane is quite good. It's the best shaped one. The rebels have made it to Manster. What in blazes is Princess Altena doing? Men, bolster our defensive line until his king met. Who are you talking to, bro? They're all dead. Who are you talking to? They're all dead. Oh yeah, 3 range is definitely the most important thing. But like, if you can put it on a 3 range and a fire tile at the same time, there's no reason not to. Which is why I'm like not a fan of Corrin on Alear. Because people say like, oh, you know, just throw it on your, just throw it on Alear for dragon bonuses, because then you get fire tiles anyway, Kappa. And it's like, well, you don't get 3 range then, though. Okay, so now you begin the long march backwards. That is the thing about getting the Thief's Band, is you basically just become not a unit for the rest of the map. I think water is better than fire. Water's the diamond one, right? No, water's the, like, zigzag checkerboard thing, right? I'm not a fan of that one, personally. The only good dragon bonuses are Micaiah and Byleth. I think Marth is a very good dragon bonus, but it's only in the first half of the game, because, like, then you get the Greg Sword. And that's better. But I do think that, the extra attacks on Marth are a good, argument for leaving it on Alear. Of course, it's not something that is better than Mercuriusing your Chloe, so, like, it's not gonna come up too often. But I do think that there's value in the Marth dragon bonuses. Okay, can I get... I wish I could sell Valkyria. Not being able to sell holy weapons is so fucking cringe. Because I want to buy Paragon, right? But I'm not sure if I can. I guess I could sell Sleep. Is Sleep A or B? Sleep is B. Ooh. How much do you have? You've got the gold for it. Maybe I sell Sleep to buy Paragon? I think I'm going to sell Sleep to buy Paragon and give Sleep to Fee, since she'll be closer to the front lines anyway. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Corrin with Covert is only good because Yunaka simps say it is. I mean, I feel like I've been fairly on record in terms of, like, Corrin Fog is just so bad. Like, it's just really bad. Only covert bonus that I particularly value is Lyn. And anyone can do it. Because, like, the idea with the 20 range is to draw people. If you care about, if you care about the damage you're dealing with the Astro Storm, then you probably want, someone with a good magic stat and Radiant Bow for covert, I guess. Byleth covert bonus is also really good. Is that the Dex one? Or is that... Oh, wait, that's speed, isn't it? Yeah, okay. No, I take it back. That is the other good covert bonus. I always get the flying and covert Byleth ones mixed up. Because I always think, like... Yeah, Pegasus Knights are fast. Therefore, they give speed, but no, they give Dex. And it's terrible. And it makes me sad. Oh, flying is res? That's even worse. Okay, so I guess I just don't know any Byleth instruct bonuses. Alright, so Sleep Staff will get me to... Will almost get me to it. And then I guess I can sell wind, right? Or no, I sell fire because it's Garbo. Do that. There we go. I would like a regular old heal staff, though. Do I have any for sale in the armory? Okay, we need 5,000 gold off of it. Honestly, we can probably sell one of our tomes, right? Oh, wind doesn't get us there, though. We can sell Fortify. It's A rank, though. Unfortunate. We'll buy a heal staff next time. We'll buy a heal staff next time. Because we'll get all the castle money. We could also... There's some unvisited villages that don't really have anyone who has any claim to them, I think. So we could also do that, I think. There's this one, and this one, and this one. I mean, this one alone is 5,000, so I think we send Sid to this one, have him get the heal staff. I think's the play. He's just going all over the place. He's going on a big old journey. Long turn count, LTC gaming. You also need to go up so you can arena, though. I'll build some lover points between them. Okay, so you go ahead and grab that. You going ahead to arena. You can go purchase thingy. I'm doing so much gamering right now, y'all have no idea. I'm in the next freaking level of gamer mode. You can go arena. Oh, one time. Why am I always one tile short on this map? It's so tragic. Okay, so you can grab the sleep staff. And repair your... Actually, no, you're fine as is. Let's repair physics just in case. I think we're fine now, other than that. Bum 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 bum. Alright, bow time! We're just gonna go through the arena with you, Fel. I know it's kind of a waste. But it's football. I don't think optimizing Faval's gold is the most important thing in the world. Because, like, yeah, he's only ever going to use the UFL, so, like, he theoretically kind of has money problems. But he also doesn't do a bunch of combat, so doesn't matter. Okay. So now you get the heal staff and go heal some people. Oh my god, staff being above is gonna throw me off all the time. Okay, grab a heal staff. There we go. Kaga loves wind magic so freaking much. Okay, who do I want to give these other villages to? There's 3 of them. I mean, honestly... It might make sense to give some to Fee. Both because she'll get there fastest and therefore it's less annoying. Just being able to go over the river, I mean. But also because, like, she's now our sleep staff bot. So, like, money on a staff bot who's using somewhat expensive staves is never a waste. Like, you're never unhappy with the fact you have more physic or sleeps available to you now. So, we got one more village to go to. I believe that's it, right? Yes. So we'll send you here. Sorry about the excessive speed up, but, like, we're just flying Fee around the map. It's not the most exciting thing in the world. Okay. Boss kill. I believe that's all we need to do, right? Yeah, I think we just boss kill. Surprisingly short string. Yeah, so FE4 Chapter 8 is one of the shorter chapters, TBH. And I am sort of committing to just one chapter per... Oh, fuck. Whatever. It's experience. It's experience. It's fine. HP, luck, defense, resist... How is he missing all these magic rolls? Oh my goodness, we're not going to be able to silence Ishtar. We're not going to be able to silence Ishtar, and it's going to be so tragic. So you need to hit 28 magic in order to silence her with the magic ring equipped. And I can make up for 3 of that with a tinny marriage. Statistically, Claude said should hit the 28 benchmark. I believe it's level 27 that statistically you hit it. With Claude said. Azel said hits 30 at like 22 or something fucking absurd. I have to look at the numbers, but like, yeah, no, Hawk is RNG proof. Hawk is RNG proof. Hawk is RNG proof for, doing the silence strat. Which, like, you know, it's not the only thing that Zed/Hawk contributes to the army. But it is a very important thing that only they can do. I'm gonna be very sad if we miss it. Yeah, 45% is like, it's not guaranteed, but it is very close to a coin flip. And you only need to hit it 6 times. Is the thing. And like, 45% is still, I would say that's a good magic growth. Oh my god. My man. My man! This is so tragic. It is an evil coin flip because it should be a coin flip, but that 5% means it technically is against you. So it really is just an evil coin flip. Sed thinks this is a game where you get 1 experience for a round of combat. And so he's like, if I just miss over and over, then I'll grind. Haven't seen Paper Mario 2 No Mario yet. How's it going? Chapter 1. So we only did Chapter 1. But it went much better than I expected it to, TBH. Because, so I expected Hooktail to be a bit of a wall. Okay, never mind. Sed is not throwing. Because you can no longer grasshopper her. Alright, Sed. I'm giving you one more chance. Please, please, please. Oh my god! This is so fucking cursed. The Thracians are on a different level to anyone we've ever fought before, Lewin. It almost feels like each blow is fueled by pure desperation. See, Thracia has always had a bad lot in life. Much of its land is consumed by mountains. Farming its own food is a near impossible task, so they struggle to keep themselves fed. Thracia's men seek mercenary work to find the money to stay alive, while its women are stuck in whatever dreary jobs they can dig up. Don't get me wrong, Seliph, King Trevant is still an awful man, but there's far more than his own petty gain at stake in his schemes. The Thracian army is as loyal as Trevant as they come. They ardently believe it's Trevant who will guide Thracia out of its endless famine. I see. That does make sense. The thing is, no amount of poverty will ever justify Thracia's aggression. Trevant's brand of nobility and justice would never be accepted anywhere else in the world. All the peninsula's north can see are rowdy aggressors who threaten their peaceful lives. As harsh as it may seem, Seliph, I trust you know we can't afford to stay our hand here. The Thracian royal family is the enemy and a grave threat to the North's peace. Stripping them of power is the only choice. Lewin says, why not do a peaceful protest, bro? Bro, why not do a peaceful protest? Trevant, Trevant, why not do a peaceful protest? Why are you so violent, Trevant? The Liberators have seized me. Okay. Altena? A word with you, please. If your opponent is named the Liberators, perhaps it is a hint that you are on the wrong side of the conflict. Maybe, just maybe. Anyway, I'll do the cutscene at the start of the next stream. And I'll do Arena as a sort of warm up again. So yeah. Y'all have a wonderful day.
wonderful night. Stay safe. And, yeah. Paper Mario will be on Saturday. Sunday. Sunday's the next Paper Mario stream. Might be a little bit of a shorter one, because I do have another commitment in the evening. So, yeah, Paper Mario will be Sunday. Might be a shorter one. But if you were interested in that, that's Paper Mario without Mario. So it's only the partners get to fight. Tune in. It's going to be a good time. I'm having a lot of fun with it so far. And there'll be another FE4 Wednesday. And as always, like, the regular Let's Plays are going to come out. The No Redundancy is Tuesday, Thursday. I accidentally did a double upload, but that's not, like, the norm. And then, Saturdays is the LTC, the free play LTC. So yeah.